Lotus Squad, welcome back to Sage Lotus Tarot 888. And today, I wanted to come on here to see what's going on for this week for the collective. And guys, whenever I call out signs in these readings, please keep in mind that when you look into general reads such as this, it's best to look into your sun, moon, and rising signs when I call them out. So, with that said, also, if you guys would like to book a private reading, all of my information will be listed in the description box below. And with that said, I know that I have things to do, and I know you do too. So, let's jump into this, you guys. Let me ask you the cards. Holy Spirit, I ask you to please give me a Celtic cross of the collective, all zodiac signs, and for the chosen ones, please show me what messages we need to see. Okay, so that is so funny. Every time I'm like ready to rip and roll, these cards are right along with me. So we have two cards coming out. We have the Fool and the Three of Swords. I'm going to shuffle this a little bit more and then we'll get into it. Now, there was something on my mind actually that I wanted to tack onto this reading as well and discuss a little bit. You know, one thing that I've noticed is, especially in these YouTube streets, so many people have so many opinions, about how you should do things or who you should be and all of that. And I remember there was a point in time when I started this channel when I got swept away by all of those opinions and I let it chip away at who I was at my core. And so, I've been doing a lot of thinking and a lot of introspection on just the way that I've emotionally responded to things and the way that I reacted to things in general. Okay. So, this is anything from triggers, from my past and trying to work through those things to heal myself and be able to kind of soften some of those emotional reactions and knee jerk reactions that I've been experiencing personally. So I felt like I needed to come on here just to touch on that a little bit because I know a lot of people, get caught up in this whole culture, this whole cancel culture, and get so caught up in trying to tear another person down just so they can pull themselves up. And I realized pulling back and staying out of all of that drama, okay, save that drama for your mama, girl. I realized pulling back and keeping to myself and focusing on what I think about myself, focusing on the people that actually do see me, genuinely see me, and know me, genuinely know me, and genuinely want the best for me. And so I've been doing a lot of thinking about what type of people do I want to surround myself with when it comes to people that I watch even on this platform or just what I watch in general. What is the message behind the messenger that I'm watching? What is the message behind, you know, whatever show or movie I'm even watching? I want something that's going to edify my spirit and enlighten me and empower me. And so then I started thinking a little bit deeper in regards to where I wanted these readings to go. And I realized that I've been focusing so much on problems, maybe in the past, a little bit more so on the past. I remember I used to go off. The OGs know. Y'all drop in the comments if y'all remember when I used to do those little when I used to do those little janky freestyles on purpose and was going off talking about I'm tired of sitting with all these fakes and snakes trying to take me to a shake and bake, bitch. I ain't got no time. Girl, I remember all of that. Take your ass over there to go wish wash, cause I ain't got no fucking time. Okay. Get your black magic away, cause that little bullshit ain't working anyway. We're just taking ass. We're just taking ass. So that's, I know some of y'all that are new are like, I think I'm about to click off, but please don't do that, girl. Just hold on. Just give me a couple more seconds because this is going somewhere. And it's going somewhere that's in the right direction this time, you guys. I love it. So my bottom line is I wanted this channel to be revamped and to focus on more positive messages and how we can enlighten ourselves. instead of focusing on the enemies and what they're trying to do and what they're feeling and why they're doing it. It doesn't matter what they think. None of that matters. And I've noticed that there's so much competition on here, man. Can you believe the mountains we could move if, all the content creators could kind of get past the little ego and actually work together? So anyway, these are just some of the thoughts that came to mind. But with that said, like I said before, I know that I got stuff to do, and I know that you do too. So let's go ahead and get on up into it, girl, because I only got a limited amount of time. So let's go ahead and get started. Justice card reversed, y'all. So I feel like let me go ahead and do this real quick. Let me lay this out. Okay, because I don't want to keep pausing and stopping and I want to actually get into this. All right, there we go. So, oh girl, oh this is gonna be crazy, y'all. So, okay. So let's get started, you guys. So at the bottom of the deck, we have that justice reverse. So I feel like somebody is getting caught up. Somebody is either getting caught up with quite literally the law. Some popo action. I also feel like there's been some injustices that have been done against us, especially when I see this Ten of Swords coming up. There's been a lot of painful things that have been said and done, from the people that smiled in our faces, but come to find out they were slandering us behind our backs. Now, guys, don't mind that. Y'all might be able to hear the little dog in the background, but don't mind that. So anyhow, I'm gonna keep going, y'all. I'm not gonna let anything outside of me stop me, and that's so funny because that ties into what I was saying earlier. Like all these outer opinions and all that stuff. I was thinking to myself, why am I so worried about what people that don't even really know me think of me? They have no clue. You know what I mean? Who I really am. So why am I so worried about it? And then I started looking within myself. I'm thinking, okay, let's start digging through my past and figure out, what's really going on. So anyway, I'm trying to get the dog to be quiet, y'all, but I don't think it worked. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm thinking to myself, why am I so worried about that? Why am I putting so much stock into the opinions of people that have never ever had not 1/16th of a conversation with me? So really, all of that is invalid. So when I finally got to that point, it really started making me think about what it is within myself. And I feel like, that could also apply to you guys. What is it within yourselves, if you guys deal with that issue, that is, of, having some of these feelings of insecurity, just based off of some of the things that we may have internalized through what people have said to us or what have you. But I really feel like now is a time where we're finally starting to step into a leadership role. We're starting to manage ourselves, manage our projects, our goals, try to figure out what steps we need to take to manifest what it is that we're striving for here. Some of you guys, and I'm going to call out some of the signs that I'm seeing so far, right? So we have the King of Cups reversed. Okay, so that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio reversed. Okay, so this is we'll get to them in a minute. We have Taurus, and with the Queen of Wands reversed, we have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So I've been noticing a common theme, and same with the King of Wands as well. There could be a mother and father. Some of you guys could be dealing with family situations or dealing with a relationship here. Some of you could even be dealing with some people within the church, within, the office, within, where you stay. When I do these readings, you guys, keep in mind that it doesn't just have to narrow down to one aspect of our lives, and it doesn't just have to be only one aspect of our lives. It could be a combination of things. So remember to just apply it to your situation, since these are general readings and not everything is going to apply to everybody. So with that said, what I see is that it looks like there's a mother and a father here. And some of you guys could be dealing with, even, let's say, if you guys have friends that have children, apply it to your situation, right? So far, I see two older males King of Wands is in the upright, but the King of Cups is in the reverse. So, guys, pay attention to that. And this Queen of Wands is in the reverse. I keep seeing a common theme with that. This is the type of woman, that tries to use her looks to be able to get her way, or, this is the type of person that is very jealous of other women, even. This could be someone that has children, jealous of other women who may not have children, or jealous of other mothers, or just jealous of other women in general. And some of you guys could be dealing with a situation where if you are in a romantic relationship or were in a romantic relationship, there was another woman involved here. And some of you guys could have found out some heartbreaking news about a situation where, and this is only in extreme cases. So, like I said, it's not going to apply to everybody, but like I said, follow me. I'm just calling what I see, right? Some of you guys that are dealing with this particular energy where there's third party situations in a marriage, in a relationship here, some of you guys may have found out that somebody had a baby on the way. Baby mama drama type of thing. This could be somebody that actually had kids with someone in the past, and this woman is very jealous and trying to cause problems in your relationship that you're in now. It could also be that scenario. I also feel like there's a situation where some of you guys could have a sister who is very jealous. She's not friendly. She may have a whole bunch of kids, maybe up to 2 to 3 kids, maybe even up to 5. And she's just not a very involved parent at all. This person is very angry. This is the type of woman who, like I said, will use her looks to get whatever it is that she wants. But she's not really looking to establish a friendship or a real connection with those around her. And I feel like the focus and the motive, before I start fumbling and bumbling over my words, right? The focus and the motive, I feel like, behind this woman here is all about money and looks and, glitz and glam, and, nothing of genuine substance here. I feel like somebody's very jealous of your beauty and they're trying to break your confidence down in a way. But I see that that's not working, y'all. And this is what I love, because once I started working on my own energy, I even saw that would reflect even in the direction of the readings. I mean, think about it. It's the collective. And when we individually work on ourselves and go within and take that time for introspection and self-reflection, you know, if we're really taking it serious and being consistent with it, that's where you start to see growth, and you're starting to see things manifest in the tangible realm. You're still taking care of yourself, honey. You are looking good, smelling good, feeling good. I've even dealt with situations, for an example, that may even be something that you're dealing with as well, where, in old workplace situations, in my past workplace situations years ago, I've dealt with women that, would always comment on the fact that I always like to have my hair done and have my makeup done, get my nails done, all that. I like to look good. And you know how the saying goes, if you look good, you feel good. You understand? And so that's very true. You know what I mean? And some people try to twist it and say, oh, you're being vain or did it. No, there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. And if you got it, you want to flaunt it without being arrogant and cocky and egotistical about it. But this is the kind of woman that's very egotistical. She can't handle being around other beautiful women because she herself does not feel beautiful. And it's a shame, because I'm the type of woman that, girl, I will gas you up. We could be beautiful together. Like, there's no problem. And some women they just can't bring themselves to have that line of thinking. But with that said, I think a lot of us have decided to take a leap of faith away from people like this, especially if it's people in the family. They've just never really changed that sort of character trait about themselves. They've always been jealous, and they've always had an envious spirit. A lot of us are dealing with the separation behind this. So if you guys are dealing with a romantic relationship, that you may have ended in the past, because you know, you were dealing with another woman being involved, quite literally. Side chick energy. Somebody's giving very much so sidekick energy, or side chick energy. I said sidekick. That could also be a thing as well. You know, whatever. Just apply both of those, right, to that person. And I feel like right now you guys may have, been dealing with a male here as well who is the type of person that likes to play on your emotions. They like to say and do things just to try to tear you down and to try to chip away at your confidence. This is the type of person that will use drugs, drinking, what have you, and try to manipulate you by using some of the insecurities they know that you have already, and they play on that. They add to it, they compound it. And so by you deciding to take a leap of faith, okay, and deciding to cut off communication with these people because, they've literally, quite literally, stabbed you in the back and broken your heart. This could even be a situation where, even in the workplace, or like I said, even in the church, there could be people like this. Whatever situation that this applies to, especially when it's concerning a family situation. There could be a situation where there were broken homes, and maybe somebody was dealing with a father that was an alcoholic, and a mother that used her looks and used sex to get her way, used her envious ways to get in the way of someone else's relationship, type of thing. Stuff like that is what I'm seeing here. And by us deciding to sever those ties and to not communicate with people like that anymore, this is where we're starting to see things manifest in the tangible realm. We're starting to establish relationships that are equal give and take. And if we have yet to do so, please don't hesitate to start getting your feet wet a little bit and getting that foot in the door and trying to figure out what opportunities are available to you, what new opportunities are available to you, because you may have been faced with a lot of opposition. Understandable. You're taking care of yourself, you're feeling better about yourself, you're starting to have more abundance, you're starting to see things manifest in the tangible realm. Other people are starting to recognize your beauty. You're starting to get into your creative side again. Some of you guys could have been dealing with creative blocks or dealing with these people that were trying to stop your shine. But now I feel like you're starting to come into your own and starting to see your own beauty, even though it may not be, the standards of beauty that are considered in society to be the best. You're realizing that you don't have to adhere to the societal norms or societal expectations of how you should look and how you should move and think and speak and believe. And now that you've finally separated yourself from such dogmatic sort of thinking, now you're able to heal, and you're starting to find ways to release pain that maybe you've kept pent up within you, especially if this goes back to family situations for those of you that applies to. I even feel like, regardless of this opposition that you're facing, so this could be a black and white thing. Some people could feel like they're better than the other because they have fair skin and you're darker than them, or maybe they want to be like you and they're, one race, and they want to. It's a lot that's coming to the surface with things like that when it comes to that envious spirit. But without going too deep, that's a little bit of what I'm seeing, being thrown at some of us here. Now, some of you guys may be dealing with a little bit of fear concerning, maybe someone expressing disinterest, or dealing with rejection of others, and dealing with the rejection of, even all the way back in childhood, of your, of those that you considered family members, those that you considered close to you. You may have dealt with the fact that they just completely dismissed you. They were emotionally unavailable. They were very angry. Some of you guys could have been dealing with somebody who is a drunkard, quite literally. Maybe this could be a situation where you guys found out that someone was getting drunk or getting lit, and they ended up getting somebody pregnant, and you ended up breaking off the marriage after finding out about the other woman for some of you, but regardless of the opposition that you're facing, it's giving very much so homewrecker energy for some of you. And then in another instance, it's giving very much so mother jealous of her daughter sort of energy. Now, when I call out these energies, I want everybody to know this is not personal. This is not to bash anyone. This is not to do any of those things. What I see in front of me is what I'm going to say. And I'm not going to hold back because why lie, right? But what I see in the outcome before I clarify these and wrap this up, you guys, I feel like there's been a lot of conflict that you've been dealing with people like this. So they're just causing a lot of problems and starting a lot of fights with you because they see that you're starting to heal yourself. They see that you're taking better care of yourself, and you've decided to take a leap of faith into the unknown without their approval, or without their validation. Let's put it like that. And some of you guys are afraid to say no to someone. There could be somebody that's offering, their cup to you, offering their heart to you, or giving you something. And some of you guys are afraid to say no. This could be somebody offering someone a drink here, and someone trying to take advantage of someone in that case. Maybe you guys have dealt with that situation as well. And, not trying to trigger anybody. Like I said, I'm just telling you what I see. But don't be afraid to say no. If you're disinterested, then that's just what it is, and especially if you're dealing with rejection from others, as I always like to remind myself, rejection is God's protection. And 9 times out of 10, most of the people that I've dealt with in my own personal experience, where either I've rejected them and had some doubts, or was rejected by other people and was starting to get down on myself about it, until I found out, no, it was for the best. It was for the best, and I wouldn't have been fulfilled in those situations with those particular people anyhow. So you guys, if you're focused on entrepreneurship and focusing on becoming a life coach or focusing on becoming a spiritual advisor, be wary, because there may be some other people that may be in the same sector as you, or let's say that you're a YouTuber, you're a content creator, or you're a musician or an artist in general, and you may have other people that may be of the same ilk, doing the same things that you are, that are very jealous, and they're using underhanded tactics to be able to get people to join their cause, or to be a part of what it is that they're trying to, spread to those around them. We've moved on a long time ago. I don't even know what the hell I just said. We moved on. We moved on a long time ago. Okay. And now we're starting to actually feel like we're making progress in life. That's what I'm saying. We actually feel like, regardless of the opposition, some of us may be still grieving over some losses here, but the people that have caused us pain, so let's say some of the things that I mentioned earlier, those are aligned with some of your situations, and what you've dealt with. These people are in deep regret. What is this King of Cups reverse? They're in deep regret. They're very sad. They're sad that they did what they did to you, because now you see the truth. We got the Tower here. Some of you guys could be dealing with actual destruction. So somebody's ivory tower has now fallen, quite literally. And it's because they were trying to, paint this narrative of you being one way, when really they were in the background, getting high or getting drunk, and, being unfaithful, committing adultery and all these different things, all the while trying to hide under the guise of religion, or try to hide under the guise of being a very spiritual person. But then come to find out, behind the scenes, they're doing all of these, depraved things. I feel like a lot of us are finally starting to accumulate long-term financial security. So we're starting to find ways to make our money work for us, whether that's through learning about investments, learning about stocks, learning about anything really. Some of you guys could be going back to school to learn a new skill or a new trade. Some of you guys are focused on promotion. So if you guys were wondering if you were going to get that promotion, and let's say, you kind of had some doubts about that, don't worry, because, and especially if you're looking for work, you guys are going to find something that's really going to be able to sustain you for a long time. And in the meantime, while you're investing in yourself as you have been, self care, self mastery, self improvement, self empowerment. I'm starting to see these things really start to work for you. And by you keeping to yourself, that's where you were able to find your sense of healing, and you were able to figure out a way through that tunnel, to find the light at the end of that tunnel. The Hierophant reversed. So I feel like a lot of people are seeing that you're getting attention now. You're starting to see growth. Some people could be trying to challenge a status quo here, or maybe they see that you're, challenging the status quo. You're not a very conventional person, or maybe you're not a conservative. So some of these people that may be that way, see that maybe they try to demonize you in some way or something to that effect. But they see that you're growing as a person, you're developing, you're seeing success when it comes to your pursuits, and even when it comes to love. I feel like you guys know what you want. You're emotionally balanced. You're honing in on your intuitive abilities. You're developing these things, and you are genuine in what you have to offer the world, whether that's through love, romantic relationships, friendships, or the like, workplace, and all of the above. Who is this Queen of Wands reversed? So the King of Wands came out again. That's so funny. That is so funny. So the King of Wands came out again, and we have the Three of Cups. So guys, some of you guys could be seeing 333, a lot of 333s. You guys could even be seeing a lot of 555s as well. Some of you guys could be seeing 777 as well. I did see that as well. But you guys, like I said, continue to move forward. Whatever you've been managing, whether you've been managing, projects, and managing, how you want to move forward and achieve your goals, and step by step, how are you going to do these things? You guys are starting to take control again. And by continuing along that path, you're going to just keep seeing things get better and better, as long as you continue to focus on yourself and focus on people that genuinely celebrate you, okay? Girl, look at them. Look, I want to be invited. Where's my invite? I'm just playing. I'm the one in the middle. But anyway, find people that celebrate you, because some people see that maybe people take to you. They really enjoy, like, you as a person, and they're not happy about it. Some of these people could be watching you, like, express yourself more openly and freely, and you're getting in touch with your artistic abilities and your talents, and they're starting to see that you're actually putting that pen to pad and writing them out, and then getting them done, following through to get these things done. That's beautiful. And you've finally been able to release the pain of something that you confessed about, in regards to, if it has something to do with family or whatever, something that was hidden in the dark. Good on you for standing up and speaking up, because it's exactly what was able to help you move forward and release what was burdening you for a long time, and holding you in place in regards to the grieving process and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I just want to clarify two more cards. Show me the Five of Cups. Okay. So this is the Seven of Wands reversed. Remember what I said about those opinionated people? People are going to throw their opinions at you regardless. I've been seeing something a lot more, just, because I like to learn from people, from their stories, right? A lot of people that are on this platform seem to be saying the same thing, that people are always going to have something to say, even if you're doing well. Like, I'll be looking at some of the comments, and I'm like, dang, like, they're actually doing really good. Like, they can't just say good job. I don't understand that. But anyway, that's how the world is. Everybody's not going to be the same, and I'm aware of that. But keep in mind, these people are trying to compete with you, and a lot of people are going to regret this, because whatever they had hoped for you, or whatever they hoped to happen to you, or whatever they hope to do to you to try to tear you down or to try to stop your success, that's not working, because you will be able to get the assistance that you need. Some of you guys may be actually reaching out to, to get some sort of assistance for school or assistance for something, maybe loans, things of that nature that can help propel you forward. Now, guys, I'm not trying to give financial advice or anything like that. I'm just trying to call out, if that's something that you've been doing and it's been working for you, keep doing what works for you. You know what I mean? Because it's looking good here. Show me the Empress. All right, so we have the Justice reverse. Somebody's going to be getting in trouble, like quite literally. It could be someone's mother who's going to be facing jail time, or this could be a situation where somebody was trying to do something illegal or cause some sort of injustice against you, but these things have not worked because you've still been standing tall. You're still feeling, inspired and ready to take action and actually developing, your skills and developing your character and honing your abilities and talents to be able to maintain um, the responsibility and the requirements and the tasks of being a leader and being in a leadership position, focusing on creating new businesses as well. That is working well for you. Someone may have been doing something illegal in the background or within the family that got found out. Show me the Seven of Wands reversed. So the Nine of Wands, you guys keep putting this time into it. I know that you guys may be dealing with a lot of stress. Maybe you guys had hoped that something would move forward in a certain way. And this could be a situation regarding, maybe reconnecting with certain people, or maybe making amends with certain people, or hoping to see that certain people would change. But, just keep putting that time and effort as you have been, and work through the grieving process as best as you can. I know things are tough right now on a lot of us, especially those of the people with the wildfires who have lost their homes. I just want to offer, my condolences to any losses that anyone has dealt with those wildfires, and to, keep things in perspective that, we could always lose something in the blink of an eye, and to really cherish those around us, and be grateful for the things that we do have in our lives while we have it, and the good people that we have, and the good opportunities that we have in our life, because it could always be worse, but with that said, you guys, don't worry about the delays. If you have some people that are trying to come back and talk to you, it's just going to end up the same way. You know what I mean? So just trust that you made the right decision with walking away from some of those toxic people, places, and things. And keep in mind that the Wheel of Fortune, girl, yes, I love it. So that is what I have for you guys. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Continue to do what you are doing. Focus on you. And until next time, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.